What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend, but we're back here today on NBA 2K24 here with another rebuild, as they're going to be doing the highly requested Golden State Warriors. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. We're on the road right now to 40,000 subs, and the goal is to try to reach that before this month is over. We're getting closer and closer. We have what, like 12 or 13 days of this month, so if we can get that before this month is over, that'd be absolutely incredible. So if you've not hit that sub button and want to help us reach that goal, that would be awesome. But other than that, man, as I said, we're rebuilding the Warriors. This one's been requested in the comment section, so we're coming out here and doing it today. So of course, the Warriors have Steph, Clay. The biggest thing that's going to be so fun to watch this year is Chris Paul is on the Warriors now. So I'm not really sure what to expect from it, but should be fun. Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, Kevon Looney, Jonathan Kuminga, Gary Payton, Dario Saric, Corey Joseph. And one thing this team just did is they signed Usman Garuba to a two-way contract. Now, unfortunately, he would not accept a two-way contract for me, so I couldn't give him a two-way. So he's on a one-year deal. We'll figure out what we do with him. I wouldn't mind keeping him around because he might even progress at being only 21 years old. He could be a solid backup five in the future. But yeah, overall, this team is obviously really solid. So if we take a look at a rotation going into year number one, this is what we're looking like. We got Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond, Kevon Looney. Same starting five that we all love and know. And then Chris Paul as a sixth man is going to be very interesting. Now, I assume Chris Paul won't be starting. I'm assuming that he will not be starting, but I guess there will probably be times when he's out there with Steph and Clay. I wouldn't be surprised by that. And then Gary Payton, Jonathan Kuminga, and then Dario Saric, which leaves Moses Moody and then like Podziemski, who they've just drafted, out of the rotation. So Moses Moody, I would love to give him minutes. He's definitely stepped up at times for the Warriors, but unfortunately, we don't really have a spot for him. So I guess I could send him to the G League and he could be really good next year. I hate to do it, but if he's not going to play, we might as well. I'm also going to send Podziemski there as well. So we're going to go ahead and not mess with anything year number one. If I feel the need to make a trade, the trade deadline, I will. I wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors like traded Chris Paul at the deadline, maybe just because like he does have a big contract. And maybe there's like some star that becomes available and maybe the Warriors are all over. I don't know if they actually will do something like that. But if we do, I will show you. It kind of just depends on how things are going. I know Draymond Green is going to regress like crazy, but obviously he just got signed to a 4-year deal. I would love to be able to keep Steph, Clay, and Draymond, but with the way Draymond regresses in 2K, it's going to be tough, but we'll figure it out. I will see you guys at the end of I'll see you guys either at the trade deadline or at the end of year one. Today's video is brought to you by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is a player props app that allows you to choose the overs or unders on the players you love watching. It's available on mobile or desktop. If we turn over to the left monitor here, they pretty much have every sport you can imagine. They have esports, MMA, NFL, and of course, basketball will be back soon as well. But basically, you choose any stat that you want. You can choose between 2 to 6 players, and you're going to go the over or the under. It's that simple. You don't have to play anybody else. It's just you against the projections. Right now, PrizePicks is going to match your deposit dollar for dollar. If you use that link down in the description below, use code Crushables, matching your deposit up to $100. Thank you, PrizePicks, for sponsoring today's video. Also, as I told you guys in the last one, a tool that I'm using this year on my PrizePicks is I'm using DGF's Fantasies Optimizer. They basically do the math for you. They go ahead and give you the percentage chance that this prop can hit for you if you're going to win or not. And it's just profitable long term. So this is a tool I'm using. If you want to go ahead and use this tool as well, link to that tool is down in the description below. Use code Crushables to sign up there. Thank you guys so much to PrizePicks and DGF for sponsoring today's video. So at the end of the season, Joel Embiid wins MVP. No surprise there. Rookie of the Year goes to Victor Wembanyama. Chris Paul wins 6th man. That always seems to happen as well. Young Offensive Player, Most Improved goes to Paul Reed. And then Clutch Player goes to Stephen Curry. Coach goes to Steve Kerr, and then Executive of the Year goes to Ricky Williams. So we got four awards here, which is really cool. Yeah, so 4. So All-NBA first team, no Stephen Curry, which I'm kind of surprised by. And he doesn't even make an All-NBA second team either. Am I tripping, or is he not here? He's not here. He does make All-NBA third team though. I'm kind of surprised by that, but it is what it is. All defensive first team and all defensive second team, and then all rookie team. We didn't have our rookies playing, unfortunately. So we were the first seed in the Western Conference. That's why I decided not to make any changes at the trade deadline. We are 59-23 on the season. Things went really well, so I didn't feel the need to make the big change, right? So we had 33 from Steph, 23 from Clay, 20 from Wiggins, 15.5 from Chris Paul, then 8 from Draymond, Kuminga with 8.5, and then 6 from Dario Saric, who is hurt at the moment. Twisted left knee, and the Kevon Looney with 6-11. One thing that also really played, that really helped us is we were really healthy throughout the year. As you can see, Stephen Curry only missed 4 games. Chris Paul started in those 4 absences. And, Clay, Wiggins, and Draymond played all 82. So health was a big factor this year. We were very healthy. That, kind of played a big role in us being as good as we were. But the Utah Jazz in round 1. Now, the Jazz are a fun team, but I don't think they're ready to beat us. At least I hope not. So let's simulate current round and hope for the best here. We are going to have Sarge fully healthy. They do win 1 on us, but we beat them in 5 ultimately. And now we get the New Orleans Pelicans in round 2, which could be a little bit of a tougher task. But it looks like Brandon Ingram is actually hurt for them. So that definitely could be tough. How long is he set to be out? Because if he's out for a while, then I would love to take advantage of that. So he is Trey Murphy's hurt. He is day-to-day. Ingram is out 4 to 6 weeks. So no Brandon Ingram, and Zion is also hurt, but he's only day-to-day. So we should be able to beat the Pelicans. With that all being said, we do take care of them in 5. So just like that, we're in the conference finals. But we do play the Clippers. So the Clippers are a really good team in the simulation. Is Covington their starting 4 or is someone hurt? Because no, I think he's just their starting 4. So like Morris would maybe be that usually, but he's gone down in overall like crazy. So it's going to be a tough matchup. By no means do I think we come out here and just easily beat the Clippers. So let's go game by game on this one. Game 1, 1-0, beat them by 12, 38, 36. If we're going to get that from Clay and Steph, that's going to get us in a really good position to go to the finals here. 2-0 start. 3-0 would be great. Nope, 2-1. And we're going to an even series. So we're going to go ahead and change the rotation. And we're going into this game 5. Made a little bit of an adjustment rotationally wise. And let's see if we can win this game 5. It'd be awesome if we win a championship year number 1, get it out of the way, get Chris Paul a ring. But the Clippers may have our number here, and they are going to beat us in game 5. So we're going to have to go to LA and try to take them down to force a game 7, which is not going to be easy. So let's see. It's a close game relatively, very back and forth. We have the lead right now. Do we hang on to it? We do. Wow, by 1 point, we're going to game 7 back to Golden State. So here we go. Tough matchup here. Game 7 to go to the NBA Finals to play the 76ers. Do we do it? Oh, I forgot to click A. Do we do it? All right, first quarter is going to go to us. We beat them by 12 in the first quarter. Second quarter, tie ball game. Okay, well, looks like unless if we blow this at the very end, we may have it here, which we very well could. But it's looking good for us. It's looking good. We just like that. We beat the Clippers, and we're going to the NBA Finals, baby. So, Stephen Curry, MVP, Western Conference, and then Joel Embiid, MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. So, here we go, man. Can we get Chris Paul a ring in year 1? That'd be absolutely amazing. So, obviously, I have yet to do anything yet. So, obviously, this rebuild is far from complete. But it would be cool to get a ring right out of the way. Would be awesome. So, game 1, up 1-0 on the 76ers. Game 2, 2-0. Game 3, we're gonna, nope, 3-1. And just like that, Chris Paul in the very first year has himself a championship. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. As always, you guys know, I'm kidding. That joke's probably old by now. But yeah, we won a championship in year 1. I've yet to do anything, obviously, but now I can put my fingerprints on this team a little bit. Moses Moody should be really good as a bench piece next year. Maybe Podziemski could be that as well. I'm a little bit hesitant on him. Chris Paul, after winning a championship, decides not to retire. Russell Westbrook does retire, which I find quite surprising. Wow. But let's go to the lottery. So draft lottery. I don't think this is really going to affect us. We might have a late pick though. And Detroit gets 1. We are going, actually, our pick goes to the Celtics from, what trade is that from? I should know, but I forgot. Wow, I forgot what trade that's from. Staff signing, let's go ahead and check that out. So Steve Kerr, obviously, we're keeping him around. Kenny Atkinson, we'll keep him around. But we're going to go ahead and fill out the rest of this coaching staff. And I will see you guys with the next step of this rebuild. I don't really know what I'll be doing, but I think I most likely will be trying to use maybe Chris Paul's contract, or we could just maybe just build around the edges, not change things too much. We had no draft picks at all, so instead we're going straight to player options, which Gary Payton accepts, which I find kind of nice because we might be able to use his $9 million for something, so that's cool. Usman Garuba, I'm going to go ahead, I think I'm saying his name incorrectly, so my apologies, but I'm going to extend that qualifying offer. I think there's a chance he could be our backup 5 next year. I don't know how much he'll go up in overall, but I think he definitely could do that for us, unless we get a new 5 here, which is definitely possible. Clay is a free agent. Wow, I totally forgot about that. So that should be an interesting free agency when that happens. I don't know if the Warriors will be all over him or not. I'm assuming they would want to be, but we shall see. So, of course, main thing is we are going to keep Klay Thompson around. Now, I kind of want to match it with what Stephen Curry has left in his contract to keep these two guys together for the next couple years. And then Draymond Green has like 3 years, I think. So, yeah, I think we could go ahead and give Klay like a 3-year deal to match Klay's or to match Draymond Green's contract. I'd be cool with that. So I'll go like 3-year, $30 million, and Klay Thompson should be back on that. So we bring Klay Thompson back, so I'm happy about that. If we're going to make any changes in the rotation, it's going to have to be through the trade market. Now, we could sign someone in free agency as well. There's definitely some options here. So we might still do that. I'm not going to totally rule that out. Like Najee Marshall is always someone I like getting. Do we have a good backup 3 right now? I mean, we have Gary Payton. I think I'm probably going to end up trading him. I think $9 million. There's something I could get using that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and sign Najee Marshall as my one guy that I'll bring in here. So I'm going to sign Najee Marshall as a backup 3. I think that's a really nice addition. And Garuba is 100% someone I want to bring back as well. We'll have to wait on him, I believe, probably on his qualifying offer, I imagine. Unless we can just sign him now. Looks like we can. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a 3-year deal, bring him back. I hope he develops like crazy. I'm assuming he will. We shall see. But now I want to kind of see if we can maybe get a new center upgrade. Maybe we use Chris Paul's contract to do that. I like Kevon Looney. But if there's one position here that I know we're going to need to upgrade, it is definitely the center spot. I think Draymond Green's going to go down in overall, but I know Kuminga in the past has developed like crazy. So maybe we just go ahead and use Jonathan Kuminga as our power forward next year and then keep Draymond. I don't want to trade him. It looks like I also have to apply an update real quick. So I will be back when I have that taken care of. Yo, low key, I kind of have a fun idea. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but it's definitely an interesting one. So I found this interesting. LeBron James is retired. I don't think I overread it this time, but the Lakers right now are rebuilding, bro. Like, can I bring, or I guess the team is fall, or I guess LeBron James is a free agent, but they're rebuilding. They just went 41-41. How wild would it be if I brought Anthony Davis to this team? I think I could definitely do it. I think I can match his contract with Chris Paul if the Lakers were to enter like a rebuild. So that could be fun. I've gotten Anthony Davis in the past on the Nets, but putting him on the Warriors just sounds so much fun. Another interesting idea is DeAndre Ayton on the Suns, but I don't know, or I guess we could go for him, but I'm probably not going to go for him. So I kind of want to try the Anthony Davis idea. If not, I also want to be opposed to going for Jakob Poeltl. I think Jakob Poeltl would be really nice as well. So we're going to see if I can get AD on the Warriors. It would just be kind of funny. It would be kind of interesting if I could do it. So let's see. I obviously have to match with Chris Paul's contract, like 100%. So that's going to be part of the trade. I probably have to include Moses Moody. I'm going to try to keep Kuminga out of the trade if I can. Podziemski, although I was excited about him, I'm fine with throwing him in. And then let's throw this 2026 and 2028. And then I will throw you a second as well. I don't know if they say yes to this, but yeah, okay, it's not going to happen. That's a little too optimistic. So we're going to go for AD, which is probably better. We can't get him anyway because I've gotten him in the Nets rebuild. So it's kind of fun to change it up. So instead, I'm going to try for Jakob Poeltl. I think Jakob Poeltl would be a great addition to the team as well. He'd fit really nicely. Although I do like Kevon Looney, I think Jakob Poeltl would be great. So I'm going to see if I can get Jakob Poeltl from them. I'm fine with throwing Gary Payton's money in here. And then if I have to throw Podziemski in here, I want to be opposed to it. How far off are we? $3.69 million. And then maybe I can throw Trace Jackson Davis in here. I think I have to throw Looney in here if I'm going to do this trade, which, you know what? I'm technically fine with, although I do love Kevon Looney. Do I want to do this or I just keep Looney? Nah, I'm going to do it because I just feel like I should be doing something here. So Gary Payton and Looney for Jakob Poeltl. Straight up, what do you say? They agree. So we get Jakob Poeltl. So Jakob Poeltl is going to be great, and I'm hoping Garuba is going to go up in overall. Basically, is why we did that trade. He's just a little bit of a better upgrade than obviously Kevon Looney. So I'm happy with that one. Trace Jackson Davis we were able to keep around, and then Najee Marshall we brought in. Moses Moody, I'm hoping he'll go up in overall. So let's just see what player progression looks like after we trade Kevon Looney, who I do love. I feel bad for doing it. But let's see. So Steph, Clay, and Chris Paul all down. Not surprised by that. Kuminga's up to an 80 like I thought. Moses Moody singing him to G League. That's what we wanted. Marshall. Podziemski, although he may not be ready to play next year, did go up. Garuba didn't go up as much as I thought he would, which kind of sucks. But if I move Podziemski to backup point guard, by the way, he goes down. So never mind, we're not doing that. But I'm feeling good. Feeling good about that. It sucks we had to trade away Looney, but we brought him Najee Marshall. We got Jakob Poeltl as a center going forward. Now, it would have been really, really fun to find a way to get Anthony Davis, but that would have just been, I don't know. It would have been kind of OP, I feel like. So let's get into this next season, and let's see what our roster is about to look like, because I feel like we're about to be able to repeat. We might be going for a three-peat today, potentially. So let's get into this next season. So looking at things going forward, Parkin's going to land us at 8th overall, although we did regress a little bit. That is definitely a case. Jakob Poeltl does not fit this system very well at all, so maybe I made a mistake by trading for him, but we'll figure it out. So Jakob Poeltl starting 5, Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Kuminga is starting out the 4 with no Draymond Green, or Draymond going down just a little bit. Chris Paul is the 6th man still, Draymond, Moses Moody, and then Najee Marshall. So with Chris Paul being expiring, we could also trade him away. So there's definitely a lot of options still left on the table if we want to make another trade. So I'll see you guys most likely at the deadline. I may stop unless we're just like really good and like have single digit losses, then I got to keep it going. Now, this might be a crazy idea to do, but hear me out, man. So Chris Paul's on the last year of his deal right now. Unfortunately, we'd have to trade Moses Moody in this trade, which I don't love. But he's averaging 9 points, 40% from 3. I would love to keep Moses Moody out of this trade if possible, but The Timberwolves are willing to give me Gobert and a first-round pick. I think we need a center more than we need Chris Paul anyway. Jakob and Gobert as our center duo is pretty nasty, I will say, although both of them not the youngest players in the world, but getting a first-round pick on top of, you know, trading away Chris Paul. Again, we are throwing Moody in the deal, so I don't know if they do it. I mean, I actually, you know what? As much as I hate to do it, I think we do it. I think we do this trade. We get Rudy Gobert, who can be solid right away, and then we could also have a first-round pick in 2029 from Minnesota. How valuable could that pick be in the future? I hate trading away Moses Moody. I wanted to keep him around, but we do have to pay him in the offseason, and with considering how much money this team is already paying guys, I wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors wouldn't be able to afford it. Plus, Kuminga's going to have to be paid as well, so I think I'd rather pay Kuminga than Moses Moody. So, Rudy Gobert is our brand new backup center. I don't know how that's going to work, but we trade away Chris Paul. We do unfortunately lose some depth there by trading away. Unfortunately, lose some depth by trading away Moses Moody in the trade as well. But getting a first-round pick in the future, I think is well worth it. I don't know if I could sign like a player in free agency. We can only give out minimum. So I think we're just going to let Podziemski roll for the rest of the season. Plus, we're 27 and 24, which is why I also felt the need to make a change. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. I don't know if Gobert is going to make a massive difference for us, but I think Gobert as a backup 5 kind of could be OP, but we'll see. At the end of the season, Jokic wins MVP, Adamara Rookie of the Year, Asar Thompson 6th man on the Pistons, Anthony Davis Defensive Player, Patrick Williams Most Improved, and Nikola Jokic Clutch Player of the Year. Mosley and Bartlett are your coach and executive of the year. So Jokic, John Morant, Giannis, Luka, Embiid, and then here's your NBA second team with Steph, LaMelo, AD, Evan Mobley, Trae Young, and here's your NBA third team with Shea, Jimmy, Bam Adebayo, Giddey, LeBron, and an all offensive first team and all defensive second team. So we ended up making the playoffs once again as the 3rd seed in the West. So here's what we're looking like rotationally. So obviously things look pretty darn good for the most part. Bench could be better, but overall decently solid enough. Player stats, you had 31 from Steph, 21.5 from Clay, 15 from Wiggins, 14 from Kuminga, 10 from Jakob Poeltl with 10 rebounds and 1.6 blocks. Gobert 9 and 10, and then a block as well. And then 7 from Podziemski, 6 from Najee Marshall, and 5 who I guess Kemba Walker played a little bit. Draymond Green with 5. So here we go. We're playing the Portland Trailblazers in round 1. So they're going to have Dame, Shaedon Sharpe, Thibault, Nasir Little, Nurkic, Anthony Simon, Scoot Henderson, Jeremy Grant, Castleton, Chris Murray. By the way, quick little rant. Dame, I think, is going to be traded before training camp, and the Blazers are going to be like, they're going to, I would not be surprised at all if Joe Cronin, Blazers GM, does not get like the maximum package he could get for Dame, and then just is like, well, Dame ruined all of our leverage, you know? Like, I don't know, man. Just something I could foresee happening. But somebody come out against them. Hopefully, we do not lose to the Blazers, and we are going to go down 2-1. So we may lose. Their 4-guard lineup, I guess, is going to beat our big lineup with Gobert and Poeltl. Let's see if we can maybe get out of this. I mean, we're down 3-1. It wouldn't be like impossible for us to come back. The Warriors did it on the Thunder. Can we do it to the Blazers? And no, we cannot. So we are going to lose in the first round to the Blazers, which doesn't feel great. So let's see if we can maybe retool a little bit in the offseason. Gobert will be expiring. Jakob Poeltl, I believe, will be expiring. So we technically have $60 million in expiring salary. So, I mean, we could maybe capitalize on something. LeBron James is going to retire a Spur, interestingly enough. And for the lottery, I mean, we're not in 2029 by any means, but we do have that Timberwolves pick. I still want to, obviously capitalize on Stephen Curry's window here. I think this is the last year. So we're going to do everything in our power to get a good team around Steph for this last season to see if we can get him one more championship. Get this core one more championship. So let's get to work, man. $40 million in expiring salary with Gobert, and then $20 million, I believe, with Jakob Poeltl. I believe it's expiring anyway. Yeah, or that's a 1+1. Is it a team option next year? I forgot it doesn't tell you. I don't know why. But Gobert is going to obviously accept that. And then Draymond Green, he is locked in. And Garuba might go up in overall. Do we even have a pick in this draft? I'm not even sure. Yes, we do. So let's jump in. As soon as we get at 24, we are going to take, don't know any of you guys. We're going to take, I have no idea. I'm just going to take Rocco, I guess, at the top of the board. So welcome to the team, Rocco out of Australia. Yeah, we might need you. I don't know. And then Cooper Flag goes 2nd overall. He's a 70 overall. Player options, Gobert accepts. Podziemski is back. Kuminga, gotta have to pay him. And then free agency, we got like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wouldn't it be fun if we could do a sign? Wow, we are literally, can we even sign Kuminga back? I guess we can. So we're signing Kuminga. Can't bring anybody else back. Not surprised by that. Is it even gonna let me sign Kuminga? It does. Okay. So next step is we gotta trade Gobert. Gobert's $46 million in expiring salary. There's no reason why we can't get something really good. I don't even care what it is. We pretty much have every starter if we want to. I wouldn't mind getting like a, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm going to figure out how we can go out here and get something good for Gobert. So out of all the ideas I have on my head, Los Angeles Lakers, Anthony Davis, it makes too much sense, man. It does. We can almost match the salary through to Gobert. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to pull this off, but I'm going to try it. I mean, he'd be the best bang for our buck right now to give Stephen Curry a championship window. So let's see. I will throw my 2026 first. I will throw, I don't want to throw Kuminga in here if I don't have to. So let's see if we can do it without Kuminga. This 12's pick may not have a bunch of value to you. My 2027 first, and then I will try to throw in a young player in here. Trace Jackson Davis, he doesn't have much value, but we'll throw him in regardless. And then I'll even throw in the guy I just drafted. So let's see if we can throw him in here, and boom. So Roko's got 2-star trade value. What do you say for AD? They're not going to agree to that. Okay. So remove that, and then let's say, not a second. Let's say it's this one. They're not going to agree to that. Okay, so we're good. We're not there. Podziemski, 2-star trade value. Not going to agree to that. All right. And then Marshall's got 1.5. They're not going to agree to that. Garuba, 2-star. Okay, if I remove one of the first, and let's say we do Podziemski with Garuba, they don't agree. So Anthony Davis may not be gettable. I would have loved to have been able to do this. AD would be amazing. I'll also throw you Trace Jackson Davis. What do you say? They're not going to agree. Do I gut my core even further for AD? No. So Anthony Davis, unfortunately, we can't get him. He would have been my dream scenario, but I don't know. I mean, I could throw in another player in here, but I could throw Najee Marshall in. This is as much as I would go. They're not going to agree. So AD, unfortunately, we cannot get. At this point, I would just take the depth for Gobert. If I can get Rozier and PJ Washington off the Hornets, I would do it in a heartbeat. They want 2 first-round picks, though. They want to throw me Nick Richards as well. I don't want to throw 2 firsts in this scenario. I will throw you Trace Jackson Davis, though. So a first, they'll give me Nick Richards. Sure, we trade a first, get off Gobert's contract, get Rozier, Washington, Nick Richards. That's decent depth. I'll do it. Why not? So just like that, we wanted to like get a big swing, but I think depth is also going to be pretty solid as well. So I'm going to move Rozier to the backup point guard. So this is what we'll look like now. So Stephen Curry, Rozier. We have Podziemski, who hopefully will go up even further. Najee Marshall. We have Kuminga now with PJ Washington. Draymond's going to regress even more. We got Nick Richards, Garuba, and Jakob Poeltl still. So it's not bad. It's not my dream scenario. Obviously, I tried for Anthony Davis. I tried for Porzingis. Nothing really worked out or materialized. So player progression's probably going to look pretty ugly up top, but, you know, at the bottom, there might be some guys going up. So let's see. Progression, we're going to have Steph down. We have Clay down. Draymond's down. Rozier's down. And then Podziemski's up. Garuba's up. So, yeah. So I'm kind of glad we got Nick Richards out of the deal because Garuba is not ready, I guess. Draymond Green going down is not surprising, but yeah. So, I mean, there's still an opportunity to maybe stop the deadline to trade Jakob Poeltl. I won't rule that idea out. That's still a possibility. But regardless, I think this next season will be the last one because Steph is a free agent. And yeah, it's just going to get even worse from there. So Parker's going to last at 15th. So we have Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Kuminga, Jakob Poeltl, Terry Rozier, Draymond Green, Nick Richards, Washington. Honestly, in my opinion, a really, really solid bench. Proficiency under that is going to be a 4-star. So let's see how things go. I don't really know what to expect. Hopefully, you know, we can be above 500, 4th seed team in the East. I'll take that each and every day. But we'll see how we do. So at the end of year number 3, we finish up as the 2nd seed in the West with all the moves that we have made. Now, unfortunately, we do have some injuries here. Steph Curry, 29. You had 18 from Clay, 18 from Rozier. So not bad as an addition off the bench. Kuminga's out 1 to 2 weeks. That's going to be tough for us. And 4.5 points from Nick Richards, who's out only day to day. So hopefully we'll have Mr. Kuminga sooner rather than later. I guess he's able to play through it, actually. So I guess we'll still have him technically. But let's just go ahead and see if we can take down the Timberwolves in round 1. We made a trade with them for Gobert earlier. At this point, they still have Chris Paul. So I'm surprised Chris Paul didn't retire. But Edwards, Leonard Miller's are starting 4. Unless they have an injury, which, nope, they're just starting Leonard Miller. Which I don't hate Leonard Miller, but we should be able to beat them, in my opinion. Someone to come around against the Timberwolves. We're going to go up 1-0. Jakob Poeltl gets hurt. But we're going to go up and sweep them. So we take care of them. And now we get the Portland Trailblazers. Kuminga is fully healthy. And Jakob Poeltl, I assume, is only day-to-day now. And that is, yeah. So he should be back. Portland, they still have Dame, Shaden Sharp, Thibault, Chris Murray, Nurkic, Scoop, Anthony Simon, Jeremy Grant, Isaiah Joe. They lost Shaden Sharp, it looks like. Or wait, is he starting? Am I tripping? Oh, he's starting. I'm an idiot. So Scoot and Simon's coming off the bench. Again, 4-guard lineup. Absolutely insane. I just don't know how that would even work in real life. But maybe we see that. I don't know. 133 to 118. 37 from Steph. 35 from Clay. Game 2. Jakob Poeltl's fully healthy. 2-0. Game 3. 3-0. So far. Okay, I was about to say we haven't lost a game yet. Steph gets hurt, but we still beat them in 5. Okay, now we get the Houston Rockets. So Rockets, Steph's still playing through it though. Houston, on the other hand, this one's gonna be tough. Obviously, Kevin Porter Jr. is still on the team. Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Shingun, Amin Thompson, Tari Eason, Corey Kispert, Cody Williams. Game 1, Steph's fully back. We go up 1-0, so that was actually not too bad. 2-0. Are we about to beat them like that? No way. We only dropped 1 game in that final run. Wow. Okay, now we get to play the Knicks. So the Knicks, I think the Knicks anyway. Yeah. So the Knicks, let's see what they got. Wow, I'm surprised we only lost 1 game in that stretch. But we have Jalen Brunson quickly, RJ, Robinson, Capella. They're starting Robinson and Capella. I think we beat them. Somebody current round. We lose game 1. Draymond's back. Oh my goodness. I tried to stop it. We lose in 6. I got too cocky, bro. I was like, bro, we only lost 1 game in the whole Western Conference, and we lose in 6 in the Knicks, bro. Damn. You know what? It's fine. We got a championship. Made it back to the finals. I would have loved to have walked out of here with another one, but I got too cocky at the end, bro. That's my fault. I'll take my L on that one. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. This was a fun one. The Warriors, of course, the window is still open, but eventually it will be closing with how old Stephen Curry is getting, but he's still playing at a very high level as far as we've seen so far. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.